Hi everyone, this is fellow Kaze. Welcome back to my channel. So I love gaming and have been playing Hoyoverse games such as Honkai Impact 3 and Genshin Impact since Genshin Impact came out, and I really love Hoyoverse games. I'm also very excited to say and to know that Honkai Star Rail will be coming out on the 26th of April. So leading up towards the release, I want to look at the lore, the fantastic lore behind this universe, and as I go along, provide updates to the game and hopefully can provide some tips and guides to help everyone who is playing the game. In my first video, I'm going to look at the galactic archives of Honkai Star Rail, which will be Aeons. So the Aeons are very powerful beings. So for Genshin Impact players, they are very similar to Archons, which you know. So far, there have been 7 Aeons, which were shown and described in much detail, either in-game or through various websites, videos, and through the closed beta testing. I've read that there's also 7 more. But let us look at what Aeons are. And I know looking at the galactic archives, Aeons are documented to be mysterious beings that dwell in deep stellar ocean within Honkai Star Rail. And each of the Aeon has a path which they derive their power and energy from. So in the early stages of the game and the current lore as it stands now, the following Aeons have been known in the Honkai Star Rail universe. The first Aeon we'll look at will be NANOOK. So NANOOK walks the path of the destruction. So you can see that in his description here for NANOOK is that the birth of the universe is stated as a mystic. If civilization is a growth of cancer birth from the vast stella, then war is the only common language known to all life forms, and to correct the cause, they have to rid the universe of the stain. So NANOOK became the avatar of entropy. So the known followers for NANOOK is the Antimatter Legion, which in the game you will encounter a lot of the Antimatter Legion faction. And those who follow the destruction path, they admire recklessness, anger, destructive behavior. But I think the main thing to note from those who walk the NANOOK path of destruction is that they excel in combat, especially in the front lines. So who we know and walk the path of NANOOK, the path of destruction, will be Arlan, which is lightning, blade. It's the 5-star wind element character. Clara, it's a 5-star physical character, and Hook, which is a 4-star character. Next, we come to the Aeon called Lan, so who walks the path of the hunt. So this Aeon is known as the Rainbow Arbiter, who endlessly goes or wanders between worlds to destroy the undead beings that once poisoned their home world. And for Lan, there's the cost of the hunt's not a consideration. So the known follower factions for Lan, who walks the path of the hunt, is the Xianzhou Alliance. So those who follow the hunt path admire determination, ruthlessness, and tenacious behavior. But the most important thing is that they deal very powerful single target damage. So those characters who follow this path is Dan Heng of the wind element, Sealy, or who does quantum damage element, Shu Shang, and Yanqing. So these are the characters that we know follow the Path of the Hunt, which is the LAN Aeon. Next we have NOUS, who follows the path of erudition. So for this Aeon, NOUS, all things bear unanswered questions. There's an answer to everything, and this Aeon is an astral computer originally meant to provide answers to the universe and ascended to become an Aeon. So this Aeon hopes to understand the universe and solve all of its mysteries. The known follower factions of NOUS will be the Genius Society and the Intelligentsia Guild. So those who follow the erudition path, they do my thinking, logic, strategic behavior, and characters of this path. The important thing is that they do AoE or multi-target damage. So characters who follow this path include Herta, which is of ice element, Himiko of fire element, Jingyuan, the husbando, lightning element, Qingque, 4-star quantum element, and Servo, 4-star lightning element. So next Ion is XIPEI, which walks the path of harmony. So in the description here, it states that it's a gathering of Aeons from multiple divine worlds of music, the multifaceted XIPEI chants songs of joy and happiness. So for XIPEI to battle the brutality of the laws of the universe, intelligent life must rid themselves of their selfish desires and set aside individual differences to form a harmonious song. So the known follower factions of XIPEI who walks the path of the harmony is the family. So those who follow the harmony path admire understanding, support, cooperative behavior, but the most important thing is that they provide buffs to their allies. So far that we know, characters in Honkai Star Rail who follow the path will be Asta of fire element, Bronya, which is the wind element, and Tingyun, which is of the lightning element. Next we have 9, the Aeon 9, who follows the path of nihility. So the existence of nihility is a mystery. So not because this Aeon 9 doesn't interact with other Aeons, but this Aeon believes that the ultimate fate of the multiverse is nothingness, and therefore existence is worthless. So the known follower factions of 9 is Doctors of Chaos and Device 9. And those who follow nihility path admire laziness, exhaustion, and meaningless behavior. But that translates to characters of this path who actually debuff their enemies. So known characters who follow this path of nihility includes Kafka, which is of lightning element, Pella, which is of ice element, Sampo, wind element, Silver Wolf, quantum element, and Welt, imaginary element. Next we have QLIPOTH, who follows the path of the preservation. So QLIPOTH apparently is a Aeon builder who built the Celestial Comet Wall, the Subspace Crystalline Barrier, and the Great Attractor Base. So the other name for QLIPOTH is the Ember Lord, and he is apparently he or she is apparently one of the oldest and most tenacious Aeons, having survived the Dusk Wars. And so this Aeon, Ember Lord, forged a powerful seal that helped isolate and protect living worlds. So known follower factions of this path includes the Architects and the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation. Followers of this path admire patience, sacrifice, and defensive behavior. And the important thing to know is that characters of this path have powerful defensive capabilities, which can protect allies. So the known characters who follow this path is Fuxian, which is of quantum element, QLIPOTH, which is of ice element, and March 7, which is of ice element. Next, we have YAOSHI, who walks the path of abundance. So this Aeon is a nurturer of the people and the god of peace, and this Aeon believes that the existence of life and answers all prayers and cannot bear to see death and pains of illnesses. So the known follower factions of YAOSHI are the denizens of abundance, the elixir seekers. Those who follow the abundance path admire selflessness, altruism, and healing behavior. So the important thing for characters for this path is that they heal wooden allies, so they're healers. So as we know, characters who follow the path, and the obvious one is Bailu. So Bailu for lightning element, and she follows the path. Ruocha for imaginary element, and Natasha of the physical element. So there were 7 Aeons which I've introduced, and there were 7 more Aeons mentioned in the upcoming versions which players managed to find in-game. So the only available, some information was available was for the Aeon Archivili, which is the Trailblaze Aeon. But the others like the Ouroboros, the Aha Aeon, Irula, the Beauty Aeon, and the other Aeons, they have been mentioned, but there haven't been any actual pictures or further elaboration. So hopefully when we play the game and when the game comes out, we will know more about these Aeons. So this is all I have for this video. I'm very happy to actually share what I found for the Aeons, and thank you for listening and watching my video, and I hope if you like, subscribe to my channel. I play other games as well, but I will continue to make more Honkai Star Rail videos as we move closer and closer to the global release date.